Exclusive access to Jimmy Kimmel's multi-million-dollar residences. Jimmy Kimmel, one of late-night talk show's biggest names, has carved out a pretty incredible career for himself. With a net worth sitting at a cool $50 million, it's safe to say he's done quite well. But let's take it back to the beginning, back when things weren't so flashy. Kimmel was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1967, but by the time he was 9, his family has moved to Las Vegas. That's where young Jimmy's love for radio started. He got his first taste of the mic while he was still in high school, hosting a Sunday night interview show at UNLV's campus radio station, KUNV. If you've ever wondered what makes a kid dream of talking to millions every night, it was probably people like David Letterman. Jimmy idolized him and chased that dream into college, first at Arizona State, then at UNLV. He didn't finish his degree, but let's be honest, he didn't really need to. Jimmy's first paying gig in radio came in 1989 on The Me and Him Show at KZOK-FM in Seattle. It didn't last long, but those early jobs, bouncing from station to station, helped him sharpen his humor. He worked in Palm Springs, then Los Angeles, and eventually became Jimmy the Sports Guy on K-Rock FM. That spot on K-Rock was where he finally found his groove. People started noticing his quirky humor, and the TV industry soon came knocking. His first big break on the small screen was co-hosting Win Ben Stein's Money, and then came The Man Show, which brought his comedy to an even bigger audience. By 2003, he was ready for his own thing, and that was when Jimmy Kimmel Live hit ABC. The show mixed comedy bits, celebrity interviews, and skits that had a way of going viral before viral was even a thing. Jimmy Kimmel's career isn't just about hosting Jimmy Kimmel Live. There's so much more to what he's done in entertainment. He's dipped his toes into television, movies, live events, and even writing. If you've ever caught the Oscars, there's a good chance you've seen him holding it all together. He first hosted the event in 2017 and 2018, where he managed to stay calm and funny during some pretty big moments, like the famous mix-up when La La Land was accidentally announced as Best Picture. He came back for the 95th Oscars in 2023 and is gearing up for his 4th hosting gig in 2024. Jimmy also had a hand in creating Crank Yankers and The Andy Milonakis Show. Comedy production seems to be one of his passions, and he even co-wrote and produced the cult classic Windy City Heat. But it doesn't stop at TV. Jimmy has made cameos in movies, dabbled in wrestling for fun, and even wrote a children's book called The Serious Goose. In 2013, Hollywood honored him with a star on the Walk of Fame, the perfect way to mark everything he's accomplished. He's also stayed connected to the podcast world and still pops up as a guest host on other shows from time to time. Jimmy Kimmel's personal life has had its share of love, challenges, and plenty of heartwarming moments. He was first married to Gina Kimmel in 1988, and together they had 2 kids, Katie and Kevin. After 14 years of marriage, they decided to part ways, finalizing their divorce in 2002. A few years later, love found its way back into Jimmy's life when he met Molly McNerney, a writer on Jimmy Kimmel Live. The two tied the knot in 2013 and now have 2 children, Jane and Billy. Unfortunately, their path to parenthood hasn't been the easiest. When Billy was born in 2017, he had a serious heart condition called tetralogy of Fallot, which required open heart surgery just days after his birth. Jimmy didn't shy away from sharing what they went through, even breaking down in tears on his show while talking about it. He used that moment to advocate for better healthcare access, especially for families in similar situations. Thankfully, after multiple surgeries, Billy's health has improved, growing up strong. When it comes to real estate, Jimmy's taste is just as interesting as his career. Over the years, he's bought and sold some incredible homes across Los Angeles. From classic Hollywood-style houses to sleek, modern spaces, his properties reflect a mix of personality and great design sense. Let's head over to Hermosa Beach, where Jimmy bought his first home in the early 2000s. Tucked into one of California's most sought-after coastal neighborhoods, this house was the perfect low-key retreat before he started venturing into the more extravagant side of real estate. The house wasn't huge, but it was thoughtfully designed with multiple bedrooms and a bright, open upper level that was filled with natural light. The kitchen has a classic, open layout, ideal for casual family dinners or small gatherings with friends. What made it even better was the set of French doors that open onto a spacious patio, perfect for soaking up that famous Southern California sunshine. One standout feature of his property was a detached guest house. Being so close to the beach in a neighborhood known for its relaxed vibe, this house really matched Jimmy's laid-back nature at the time. While he's still moved on to bigger properties, this place represents an earlier chapter of his life. In 2014, Jimmy stepped things up with another Hermosa Beach gem, this time spending $2.25 million on a stunning 5-bedroom duplex. Just a few blocks from the ocean, the house offered a mix of modern style and classic beachside charm. The 2-unit setup gave it a spacious, flexible feel with plenty of natural light and a warm, inviting atmosphere. Interestingly, he eventually passed this property on to his wife Molly's sister, Kelly McNerney, keeping it in the family. Then in 2018, Jimmy went all in on his love for Hermosa Beach, dropping $8.2 million on a beachfront property. At around 2,200 square feet, the existing house was relatively small, but the land was the real star. Sitting right on the sand with incredible ocean views, it's hard to top this location. Reports suggest the property could be redeveloped into something much bigger, with the potential for a home of up to 20,000 square feet. That's a lot of room to work with if he ever decides to take it to the next level. Jimmy Kimmel's first Hollywood Hills home, which he bought in 2002 for $945,000, was a great mix of vintage charm and modern comfort. Built in 1947, this 5-bedroom house had plenty of space, 3,605 square feet to be exact, and sat on a nice roomy lot with amazing views of the Hollywood skyline. The main floor had a welcoming living room, a formal dining room, and a kitchen clearly designed for someone who loves to entertain. I mean, it had a beer dispenser and a brick pizza oven. How fun is that? Outside, there was a built-in barbecue perfect for casual hangouts in the California sunshine. Upstairs, the master bedroom felt like a peaceful retreat, and there were 3 other bedrooms for family or guests. There's even a 5th room that could be used as a guest room or maybe a quiet space to relax. Property also came with a separate writer's office tucked away from the main house. Jimmy didn't live there for too long, but he held on to the house for years and started renting it out in 2014. Eventually, he sold it in 2016 for $2.4 million, making a solid profit on his initial investment. Fast forward to 2018 when Jimmy upgraded to a $6 million modern home in the Hollywood Hills. This place was a whole new level of luxury with about 5,500 square feet of sleek, contemporary design. It had 4 spacious bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, and an open floor plan filled with natural light, thanks to all the tall ceilings and massive windows. The living room was super inviting, and there was a state-of-the-art home theater perfect for watching movies or even testing out some late-night TV ideas. The kitchen was one of the standout features too, with top-of-the-line appliances, custom cabinetry, and a beautiful stone fireplace. Outside, things got even better. Private backyard oasis with a zero-edge pool and spa surrounded by lush greenery. There was even a cabana-style studio overlooking a beachy area, which could be used as a workplace or just a spot to relax. Upstairs, a floating staircase led to the bedrooms, including a stunning master suite with a spa-like bathroom that probably felt like staying in a 5-star hotel. The house also had some cool modern upgrades like a home automation system, solar panels, 3-zone climate control, and a 2-car garage. In 2020, Jimmy Kimmel made a move that perfectly blended business with one of his biggest passions: fishing. He joined forces with Oliver White, a highly regarded fly fishing guide, to purchase the South Fork Lodge in Swan Valley, Idaho. This wasn't just any property, it's a paradise for fishing enthusiasts. Sitting on 25 acres along the picturesque Snake River, the lodge was listed for nearly $8 million. It's easy to see why it caught Jimmy's eye. The place has 8 bedrooms, 2 private cabins, and several fishermen's cottages, all designed to give guests a cozy yet upscale stay. Beyond that, the lodge features a high-end restaurant with riverside seating, a fly shop, and a guiding service, making it a one-stop destination for anglers of all skills and levels. For Jimmy, this was more than just a business venture. If you've ever followed his social media, you'll know how much he loves fishing. He shared plenty of his own adventures. He even planned to add personal touches like incorporating his fishing memorabilia into the lodge's decor. By the time the lodge reopened for the 2021 season, it wasn't just a haven for anglers, but also a reflection of Jimmy's laid-back, outdoorsy side. We've reached the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all our latest videos. See you in the next one.